They're just like last year. So you want to hold the sprint button, go toward the basket, and you can press up for a two-hand dunk, press right for a right-handed dunk, or press left for a left-handed dunk. And if you want to get a flashy dunk as you're driving to the basket, pull the pro stick down. Another new thing is that you can actually branch.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey folks, I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Milwaukee Bucks as they go up against the Philadelphia 76ers. For Philadelphia, it hasn't been the most lively start to the season for them, just 1-3 through their first 4 games. But they can start things moving in the right direction with a win here tonight. Hold on to your seats, folks. Should be a wild ride. Whoa! 2 athletic clubs facing off. Kenny, how do you expect this one to go down?
Ooh, lots of highlight reels, lots of highlight reels, lots of highlight reels, and great showmanship.
Should be exciting for the players and the fans. The team that takes care of the basketball will have the edge.
Woo! Okay, time for tip-off. We send it over to...
What are you riding, a horse, Ernie?
Woo! Kevin Harlan.
It's not a roller coaster, is it?
Basketball, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Beard. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. And, of course, Markelle Fultz. He's a guy that will be sorely missed.
And his fans, teammates, there are a lot of people that I'm sure are sad to see him go, given all that he's brought to the table. But I like what the trade does for them. I bet it helps them right off the bat, not to mention in the long term.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Covington and Simmons, the duo at forward. Patrick Beverley out there with Lou Williams, and it's Embiid in at the 5 spot. Patrick Beverley grew up in the west side of Chicago. He said it was a pretty rough high school to go to, Brent.
John Marshall Metropolitan, and he was the head of a 1-2-2 full court press where he just racked up a bunch of steals. Can you imagine just not getting the ball ever over half court? That's because Patrick Beverley was up there playing defense.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. A shot by Middleton. Wide open. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist.
Good awareness from EB there. He knows that's his job. Get the ball to the open guys as the point guard.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Back to Beverley. It's Solomon to Kumbo. To the paint, and it's blocked by Simmons.
And don't forget about the long reach that Simmons possesses, and he uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with blocks like that. And that's what you want in transition, a high percentage opportunity.
The story is true, and here the defense does a very poor job of matching up.
Henson's shot is off.
and forcing the miss there. He just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
Now here's Bledsoe after Ben Simmons' miss.
The offense sputtering just a bit here, 1 for 4 in the game.
Beverly for 3, sinks the three-pointer.
Able to stretch the floor with that three-point shot. Beverly looking to capitalize from the perimeter as often as possible.
Henson against Embiid. There's the pick. The shot's good from Henson.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
Here is Williams, following the score by John Henson. Williams passes to Beverly. Shot clock at 5. Williams kicks to Embiid. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they're playing really well, moving up now to the top spot in our rankings.
And right now for the 76ers, they were obviously hoping to start out better. Still, too soon to panic. But lately they've had very little luck and seem to be trending in the wrong direction.
Now here's Henson. Henson, a screen on Williams. Bledsoe passes to Antetokounmpo. Misses the 3. Philadelphia leading by 3. Pass to Covington. Outside Williams. Out to the right wing. And Beverly kicks to Covington. Embiid inside. Defended by Henson. The layup off target. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Wow, the energy from Bledsoe in this one, excelling at turning on the jets and getting to the basket.
Outside, Simmons. Embiid the screen. Covington kicks to Beverly. Back to Covington. To the inside. Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Oh, yeah, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Bucks trail by 3. Antetokounmpo passes to Henson. Back to Antetokounmpo. Takes it from 10. And again, it's Milwaukee converted.
Yeah, he's a hard guy to guard everywhere on the floor, but more than anywhere else, Giannis can get you in the paint. That's where he lives.
Now, here's Beverly. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his first foul. Middleton against Williams. Pass to Simmons. Shot clock at 6. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. We've already seen a few players make, Brent, a big leap over last year. Their hard work is really paying off.
The interesting thing over the past few years is just how intricate the off-season training is for players. And this is why I think the evolution of the game feels like it's been sped up. So many specialized coaches, so much time that guys want to work on facets of the game that are opening up opportunities. And with so much space that's on the floor for guys, we get to see those skill sets a little bit more often on a nightly basis. Awesome to see that players continue to strive to maximize their potential.
I agree. Here's Beverly. On his Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Knocks it loose. And Beverly kicks to Covington. Up top, Simmons. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against Detroit.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawlessly.
Never really perfect on the offensive end, and probably 1 or 2 possessions they'd love to have back, but on the whole, a tremendous synergy on offense. mindset right now is pretty strong. Superb at staying aggressive, and right now stringing some plays together.
Embiid with a screen on Bledsoe. Beverly dishes to Embiid. It's good. Embiid's got 6 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Mike Budenholzer.
Well, Kevin, they need to get back on defense. He said the challenge of facing a fast break team like this is limiting transition points. He told his players, if you're not running, you're sitting. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
Well, the muscle of Antetokounmpo is impressive. He's just destroying the defense right now.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for John Henson. Muhammad comes in for Ilyasova. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Eric Bledsoe. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Saric has checked in for Embiid. Chandler comes in for Robert Covington. J.J. Redick's checked in for Williams. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Patrick Beverly. Now here's Redick. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Pistons in Detroit. Lopez with the block. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And that one's good, Brogdon. And the Bucks lead by 4.
Man, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Redick against Brogdon. Simmons on the wing. Last game he had 28 points. The pass to McConnell. 6 on the shot clock. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. The Bucks second.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively, and boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
It's hauled in by the 76ers.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And Redick kicks to McConnell. There's the dish to Simmons. Screen by Saric. Simmons passes to Saric. Lopez with the steal. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Screen by Simmons. Antetokounmpo, no good. The 76ers trail by 4. Pass to Redick. Chandler outside. Out to Saric. Pass to McConnell. The shot that time, not on target. And Milwaukee will come the other way. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
And no issues with how they played. I mean, the problem simply is they just couldn't finish.
Maybe the post-game comments will be about playing a 50-minute game. They could have used 2 more minutes in this one.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Saric outside. Outside, Redick. Now, here's McConnell. He's tightly guarded. Tries to snap the cold streak. Rebound by Brook Lopez.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Malcolm Brogdon, a second-round pick. He won the Rookie of the Year in 2017. And maybe we shouldn't have been surprised at all. In Virginia, he was the ACC Player of the Year and the ACC Defensive Player of the Year. Solid foundation coming into the league.
Zeller is checked in for Milwaukee. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Johnson's checked in. Muhammad against Chandler. Johnson the screen. Here's McConnell. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. McConnell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Well, Brogdon, only the 4th player in NBA history ranked to shoot over 40% from long range in his first season in the league.
Well, he adapted pretty quickly to the step back and longer distance of the NBA 3-point line. He was also smart enough to be selective with it. Had a tremendous year.
Muhammad on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. The league no longer wants to reward offensive players who throw themselves into defenders. Have you seen a big change in how those players, Brent, are being called?
I think the league's doing a better job of it, trying to examine when it is
that way, you're right.
somebody gets up in the air and the offensive player leans in or kicks out and tries to draw some kind of contact. So it's been up to the referees. They've been diligent with it. I think they'll just get better with time.
Now, here's Records. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And stolen by Zeller. Now, here is Dellavedova. He's covered by McConnell. They set the pick. Ogden against Reddick. Floats one. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
The 76ers trail by 8. Reddick dishes to Johnson. Kicks to Sharnish. Chandler outside. The rebound by Brogdon. Bucks leading by 8. 59 seconds left to play here in the first. Lopez sets a screen for Brogdon. Pass to Zeller. Brogdon against Reddick. Power down with both hands.
Pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
It's so nice to have the early lead. This is where you want to stick with what's working until somebody shuts you down.
And it's the 76ers with the ball, following the bucket by the Bucks. Here's Chandler, and the rebound goes to Lopez.
I still love the shot selection. The defense wasn't really a factor. You need to be more aggressive guarding the mid-range.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here is Brogdon. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against New York.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Bucks ahead, up 10. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Malcolm Brogdon was the 2016-17 NBA Rookie of the Year. He spoke about Giannis Antetokounmpo and his willingness to listen and learn.
He's going to listen, whether you're giving him advice. Even as a rookie, he was listening, and I would listen to him, but he was actually, if I saw something as a point guard, he would actually listen to me and try it out the next play. And that's special. You don't have many guys at his status that are doing that.
Yeah, that's very rare indeed. Being a sponge early on and Greg soaking up new ways to expand your game is important.
Kevin, no question at all. Plus, the humility. Knowing your teammates can help you grow. Easy to see why they love him in Milwaukee.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes that can swing things your way.
Well, they're taking care of the ball. They're attacking on defense, and this has them out to a big lead after 1.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Wilson Chandler out there with Sharnish. And it's T.J. McConnell. Then it's Johnson, and it's Reddick in at the shooting guard position.
You know, every coach should show players game tape of how he just boxed out right there. Great job with the footwork and using his body to step to the rebound.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Yeah, they should bring out a big razor right now, Kevin. A great start, an aggressive move to show they're not going to lay down.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Beverly's checked in. Now here's Lopez. Now here's Muhammad. There's the pass to Brogdon. Lets it go with a 3. Big T that time from Reddick. The 76ers trail by 8. Launches the 3. Connects from 3-point range. Redick's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Lopez, a screen on Beverly. Lopez left side. Over Johnson. And Zeller kicks to Brogdon. Lopez, a screen on Redick. Here's Brogdon. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
The Bucks with a superstar talent in Giannis Antetokounmpo. The critical decision this summer for selecting a new coach came down to a very qualified one in Mike Budenholzer. And with all the options out there, 9 coaching changes, I think that Bud saw the opportunity in Milwaukee as being a great one to push this team a little bit forward. The talent on the roster tantalizing enough for him to head to Milwaukee after his stint in Atlanta.
Now here is Dellavedova. Following the missed shot by Dario Saric. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Zeller up top, covered by Saric. And there's the call on Chandler. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Bucks making a change here. Bledsoe's checked in. Then for the 76ers, Joel Embiid comes in for Saric. And Robert Covington subbed in for Wilson Chandler. Here's Lopez. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
To the wing on the left. Embiid drives in. Good D by Lopez. Bucks leading by 9. Here's Brogdon. He has 6. Outside for Bledsoe. Over Beverly. And the rejection by Embiid. Covington wide open. He fires. The 76ers with another miss. For Milwaukee, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter. 3 of 6. Now Brogdon. Passes to Muhammad. Brogdon with it. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on J.J. Redick.
And Malcolm Brogdon, the son of a lawyer and a college dean, no less. His maturity and thoughtfulness certainly reflect that upbringing.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. John Henson's checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Zeller. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for Muhammad. Simmons checked in for Philadelphia. Williams comes in for J.J. Redick. Chris Middleton's checked in for Brogdon. And with the way Brogdon conducts himself, some teammates call him Greg the President.
Yeah, he has an air about it. He has that leadership quality and has a goal to create an NGO to alleviate poverty and hunger in developing nations. Who knows? Politics might not be out of the question for this young man.
Now here's Bledsoe. 14 points from him the last game against New York. Antetokounmpo, no good. The 76ers trail by 10 to the middle, stolen by Bledsoe. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Yeah, even though he's been off, the team's still winning, so the hope is that he's going to get going.
Here's Bledsoe. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Bledsoe's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, it's the open floor, and that's when Eric Bledsoe's eyes get even bigger. What a good finish there.
Back to Beverly. Embiid against Henson. And Embiid throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Bucks leading by 10. Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. Back to Antetokounmpo. He kicks to Henson. Covington with the steal. Simmons left side over Ilyasova. Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Just an amazing feel for the game. Simmons is so gifted at reading the floor.
The 76ers have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Now here's Bledsoe. Pass to Middleton. There's the pick. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Covington against Henson. No good off the back of the rim.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
That's it, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Lou Williams.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Simmons. Ilyasova down low. Simmons is there. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
Well, he's like a fumbling banker right now, dropping dimes with ease. I like how well he led his teammate on that possession.
Screen by Simmons. And that one's good. Beverly. Beverly's got 5 now.
Well, Beverly showing a bit of his speed right there, out of the blocks, hoping to get something on the drive on the inside.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
The game is the first of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round 1.
And I don't know if I'm going to call these guys rivals, but as conference opponents, they're still familiar with each other. Neither team will want to give an inch in this first meeting.
Shots good by Middleton.
Keep your eyes on the prize. Middleton did just that and sunk the shot despite getting roughed up a bit.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does great. Now here's Bledsoe. Here's Antetokounmpo, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. And it's 13 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Outside Williams, and Beverly kicks to Simmons. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Embiid against Henson. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Joel Embiid. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's coming off a 22-point game against New York.
And he also positioned himself perfectly to grab all those rebounds, guys. Can't forget about the fundamentals.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Saturday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Monday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming into town.
And for that Raptors game, it's a chance for them to come out and knock off the top dog in the league. A win there could be a big step forward for this team.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 9. Covington passes to Embiid. Pocket 6 for 3. Simmons inside. Defended by Ilyasova.
Ilyasova not known for his defense, but with the length he has on those arms of his, he got to the ball.
Antetokounmpo. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Antetokounmpo's got 15.
And this quarter has been all about him. You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
And Simmons kicks to Beverly. Back to Simmons. Pass to Beverly. Covington dishes to Embiid. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And checking out the numbers for Antetokounmpo. He's coming off an excellent season. 5th in scoring, 9th in blocks. And he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And clearly one of the dominant scorers we have in this league. His top 5 ranking last year puts him right there in the ranks of the elite. And Middleton kicks to Bledsoe. Ilyasova sets a screen for Bledsoe. That 3 off the mark. The 76ers trail by 7. The pass to Williams. Up top, Simmons. Defended by Ilyasova. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. 11 points in the game.
And Simmons is totally comfortable near the rim, using his body well to get the shot he wants.
Middleton the pass to Henson. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Amazingly, the Bucks, one of the slower teams in the league last season in terms of their pace. And when you're talking about a team with tremendous length and athleticism, you think that maybe speed would come along with it and that they get out and drive in transition. Not the case last year.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Timeout called the Bucks.
And they let these get out of hand. Good time to reconvene.
They're just on the wrong end right now of a big run, and they need to plan how they're going to shift the momentum of the game.
Has checked in for Milwaukee. Sharch has checked in for the 76ers. Chandler comes in for Robert Covington. Now here is Dellavedova. He's covered by McConnell. Dellavedova, that's good. Dellavedova's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, for a guy who really struggles inside the three-point line, Dellavedova with a nice move there.
Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. The shot's good from Henson.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Chandler dishes to Sharch. McConnell kicks to Simmons. And he goes big with the dunk right over John Henson.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he sees it.
And a terrific bit of chaos there in the replay, presented by the Under Armour Hover Habit. Ilyasova passes to Middleton. Second chance effort, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Ilyasova, with the height of a big man, he's very much at ease and has a great release.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Henson, and Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Chris Middleton. Now here's Simmons. 17 points in the game, and slam dunk by Sharch.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, we talked about the D. Let's credit the offense. He attacked right there from the moment he saw the opening, not letting the defense react.
Here's McConnell following the bucket by the Bucks, and slam dunk by Sharch.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Antetokounmpo kicks to Zeller. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It just keeps coming at you. Giannis has so much energy, and when he's this aggressive, he is just a dynamite offensive player.
Now here's Simmons. Passes it to McConnell. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. It's Brogdon on the wing. Here's Dellavedova off with the layup. Philadelphia's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And slam dunk by Sharch.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And here is Antetokounmpo. 19 points in the game. Out left to the wing. Now here is Dellavedova. Sinks the three-pointer. Dellavedova's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's a threat from there. You can't afford to give Delly any room for the defense.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Sharch.
Poor decision making there. No idea what he's going for with that kind of pass in that situation.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Bucks lead by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, a big effort from you guys in the first half. How do you keep that momentum going?
come out with energy, just try to keep pushing the ball and get stops.
We know that's Coach's emphasis, Chris. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 19 points, 2 steals, and 3 rebounds. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
Well, first and foremost, you got to take care of the basketball, and that means playing with poise.
And that does it for our...
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
Well, efficient so far with the shots that he's taken. His contributions have been fantastic.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Middleton and Giannis are out on the wings. Up front, you have Ilyasova and Henson. And it's Bledsoe in at the 1 spot. Now, here's Beverly, following the miss by John Henson. And it's Beverly missing.
Teammates cannot be happy with him, guys. He would have been better off resetting the offense and looking for a better shot opportunity.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo in the corner. Middleton with it. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists tonight.
And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupations.
And they double up Embiid. Back to Covington. 76ers moving the ball around. And that one's good. Beverly.
Well, there's some confidence right now in Patrick Beverly's game. He's got the green light, and that time took a little bit of a quick opportunity and nailed it.
Now here's Middleton. 9 points in the game so far. Rebounded by Covington. And some have even compared Giannis to Kobe Bryant for his single-minded dedication, Greg, to improvement.
Yeah, something of an introvert. Not a guy you'll find out on the town or schmoozing with other stars. He's content to save outside pursuits for after his playing days are done. I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Bledsoe dishes to Ilyasova. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Henson, a screen on Covington. 5 to shoot. Here's Antetokounmpo using his post move to get the 2 points. Antetokounmpo's got 21.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around him.
Here's Embiid. That one, no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Henson, a screen on Covington. Antetokounmpo passes to Henson. Misses from short range.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
In Bledsoe, here we go. He hits the back iron and sets the shot. Now it's a 5-point Bucks lead.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Williams gets to Beverly. Outside, Simmons. And Simmons turns it in.
And Simmons is a purebred scorer, a dominant offensive talent who can score in so many ways.
Ilyasova sets a screen for Bledsoe. There's the lob into the Kumbo.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I gotta say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. And the 76ers call time here. Eric Bledsoe, 1 point, Brent, maybe the best defender in the league at the point guard position. Multiple knee surgeries later. Where do you think he stands now?
I think there's been some regression from what he could do athletically, Kevin. So now you have to start to rely on your skill. His offensive game has grown a little bit, and he's around a superstar. That should make it easier to set up some opportunities where he could be more consistent offensively, especially shooting the basketball.
to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Covington, and no good. Trying to use the glass. The 76ers trail by 5. Pass to Williams. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound in this one. No good from Bledsoe. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. Down low. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Antetokounmpo against Covington. Antetokounmpo passes to Henson. To the inside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And the vertical of Simmons, an extraordinary dunker when given the chance to shine.
Bucks leading by 3. Now the pass to Muhammad. Goes in.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Tipped away. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Bucks.
And one thing they can definitely improve on is their work from 3-point range, especially from the corners. That's an area of the floor that has been a black hole for them this season. If they can start to get some points from the corners, it'll really open things up for them.
Brogdon, he's checked in for Ilyasova. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Redick is checked in. Simmons with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo against Simmons. And Beverly kicks to Covington. Pocket 6. Here's Redick. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Redick's got 5. Bucks leading by 5. Pass it to Muhammad. Here's the screen. He feeds it to Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe outside. Henson, a screen on Beverly. And Bledsoe, here we go. No good that time. Good D by Embiid. The 76ers trail by 5. Covington dishes to Simmons. Kicks it to Embiid. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Beverly wide open. Knocks down the 3 ball. Beverly's got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for the 76ers. The Bucks have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the 2nd half so far. Antetokounmpo passes to Bledsoe. Henson sets a screen for Bledsoe. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Zeller comes in for Eric Bledsoe. Then for the 76ers, Sharch is checked in for Ben Simmons. And Wilson Chandler's subbed in for Robert Covington. Here's Brogdon after J.J. Redick's bucket. Here's Muhammad. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The defense, not so good. And when you're deep inside like that, you got to come through.
And it's Beverly missing. Milwaukee in the lead. Brogdon with it. Now guarded by Redick. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That's on J.J. Redick. And some changes here for the 76ers. Johnson comes in for Embiid, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Patrick Beverly.
Brogdon being the Rookie of the Year and coming in and doing a great job for the Milwaukee Bucks. This is a guy who can play either guard position and has a great mentality and great poise as a point guard.
Now here's Redick. He's got 7. Screen by Sharch, and Redick kicks to Sharch. Rebounded by the Bucks.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
And sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
You combine his massive size and then his desire to pound the glass, it makes him a tough cover.
mean, right now, the game plan seems to be working.
It looks like this team has finally gotten into the club and found its rhythm, playing their best to pull away.
Now here's Shortage. He has 6. Here's Johnson to the left side wing. Here's McConnell. The 76ers with another miss. A floater, and no problem from Brogdon as he finishes at the rim. And now an 11-point Bucks lead. Talk about what it means to be a good teammate, Brent. You've played with good ones. You've played with bad ones. I've always thought you were team first when you played.
Well, I appreciate that, Kevin. There's just an idea about what it is that you can contribute to the team. I think you always have to accentuate those ideals. Your approach on a daily basis has to be consistent. And if you're a starting player, it's one mentality. And if you're somebody that plays off the bench, you have to come to practice every day to push the guy that's in front of you and wait for your opportunity. But most of the time, it's that kind of consistency with which you come to work and the attitude of making sure that I want to make any kind of contribution I can for our team's success. That usually is a pretty good formula for a good team.
Now Beverly, after J.J. Redick's three-pointer that didn't go. Lopez with the steal. Muhammad against Chandler. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Chandler. The Bucks have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. And that one falls for Muhammad. And he makes both free throws. The 76ers trail by 13. And Redick kicks to Saric. Johnson to screen. Pass to Beverly. On the wing, Johnson. Looking for Beverly. He gets it there. The 76ers with another miss.
And right now, I think just his demeanor is hurting the team. His shooting's been off, and he knows it.
It's Brogdon on the wing. Here's Dellavedova, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got 4 assists in the game, and Philadelphia calls time here. And last season, not the one Brook Lopez wanted to have before heading into free agency.
He just never seemed to find a place with the Lakers and saw his minutes decline as he wasn't in their plans. Averaged a career low in terms of minutes played per game last year. And I think he still's got a lot to offer and should bounce back closer to his all-star level of output.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Muhammad. And Middleton subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Johnson. Simmons comes in for Saric. Robert Covington's checked in for Wilson Chandler. And Smith subbed in for J.J. Redick. And the Bucks with possession here. 76ers getting the bucket. Lopez, a screen on Beverly. Here's Brogdon, back to Lopez. It's over Embiid. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And let's take a look now at Joel Embiid's numbers. Last season, he played outstanding. He averaged about 23 points a game last year, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
I feel like those rebounds are wearing down and eroding the opponent. His effort right now, physically and mentally, has been good.
Here's Antetokounmpo after the Sixers pick up 2. Shoots over Covington. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And he completely threw the timing off on that jumper. That is how you D up.
Playing with tremendous aggressiveness without fouling. That's an excellent job.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And you think about a coach looking into the eyes of one of his players and telling him to match up with Giannis Antetokounmpo and all the things that he brings to the table. That's a long night of restlessness before you match up. Press up on him, he'll blow by you in transition. He's at the rim in 2 dribbles. Tough to stop that kid.
Covington dishes to Beverly. He kicks to Embiid. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Brook Lopez. Antetokounmpo covers so much ground, Brent. He can almost go the entire length of the court in 2 dribbles.
Well, once he gets around towards the rim, his reach can make it seem like defenders aren't even there. Not just one defender, but multiple defenders. So it's unfair already, and you add that athleticism to what he can do. Wow, unstoppable offensive force.
Shot by Zeller, no good. The 76ers trail by 13. Simmons on the wing. He's guarded by Brogdon. Screen by Smith. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Beverly just motivated every night to get out here, to play, to compete. He hustles and wants to make it really tough on anybody that's on the opposing side of things.
Good on both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Brogdon. Back to Antetokounmpo. Count it. Antetokounmpo's got 31.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Well, to win at this level consistently, you could not be faint of heart, and he's going in for the kill.
Now Embiid. They get a hand on it. And so it's Milwaukee looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. So on the floor for Philadelphia, the incredible Simmons and Embiid down low. Williams is out there with Patrick Beverly, and it's Covington in at the 3. And Williams, here we go. 6 to shoot. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And the Australian Simmons, a star in the making, folks. Thanks really in part to that tremendous skill set to go along with that gigantic frame.
Bucks leading by 12. Brogdon kicks to Ilyasova. Ilyasova, a screen. And there's the pass to Antetokounmpo. Ilyasova, a screen on Covington. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. For 3, Brogdon nailed from 3-point land. Brogdon's got 10 points in just the second half. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And how about the slashing ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive mentality.
Lopez passes to Brogdon. Middleton left side. His 3-pointers off the mark. The 76ers trail by 13. The kick out to Williams. Feeds to Covington. Passes it to Beverly. Outside, Simmons. Shot clock at 5. Beverly the pass to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Down low, here's Ilyasova, and it's blocked by Simmons. Williams kicks to Covington. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Clearly a foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. John Henson comes in for Brook Lopez. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon.
Staying confident in the paint. Middleton does a good job sinking that one.
Here's Simmons, and he goes big with the dunk right over John Henson.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Habit, unleashing a little bit of chaos. It's good.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Embiid dishes to Williams. Simmons on the wing. Embiid the screen. Williams for three. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 5 assists in the game.
Well, during his career, Lou Williams has been a decent threat from the three-point line, around 35%. Good at stretching out the court.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He gave them props for their defense. He said, the defense has been outstanding. Keep pressuring them, forcing turnovers, and we can win this one. Guys?
He keeps finding great shots out there, and the opportunities are turning up roses.
Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Stolen by Middleton. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's the floater. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Back to Henson. Second shot opportunity. Antetokounmpo, no good. The 76ers trail by 10. Antetokounmpo on the double team. Outside for Simmons. Beverly the pass to Simmons. Shot clock at 6. Back to Beverly. Shoots the 3. And Henson pulls it down. Bucks leading by 10. Middleton outside. Ilyasova dishes to Bledsoe. Back to Ilyasova. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Friday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Saturday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
Sharch has checked in for Ben Simmons. Williams kicks to Covington. Pass to Embiid. Out to Sharch. Lets it go from deep. It's not going to go for him. The Bucks go the other way with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota where they'll take on the Timberwolves. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Now, Covington. Following the three-point attempt by Aaron Bledsoe.
Shot coming.
Free throw drops for Covington.
Shooting for Philadelphia.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Looking comfortable there from the line. Knows he needs to come through for his team at the charity stripe.
Antetokounmpo passes to Bledsoe. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Beverly. Here's Bledsoe. Makes it off the glass.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Beverly dishes to Embiid. It's hauled in by Ilyasova. Ilyasova's got his third rebound on the night. Bledsoe against Beverly. And Ilyasova kicks to Antetokounmpo. Ilyasova sets a screen for Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Sharch. Covington passes to Sharich, and it's good for 2.
And as much offense as we saw earlier, I mean, we're seeing even more of it here now late in the game.
What is this, February? It feels like an all-star game is broken out. Neither side willing or able to stop the other.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Back to the basket by Dario Saric. Antetokounmpo with the ball. 2 points. That one goes. Antetokounmpo's got 6 here in this quarter.
He's been on his A game, sinking good shots, and he's a huge reason why tonight they're winning.
The kick out to Williams. Covington dishes to Beverly. Saric inside. Ilyasova on him. The shot by Saric, no good.
Now, this just doesn't seem to be his night, or his team's for that matter either. And they got to pull it together here quick, or it's going to be lights out.
To the inside. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Covington.
That's good passing down low. He's good at working the ball deep into the post.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Ilyasova, screen on Beverly, and Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. So it's the Bucks now in the corner. Ilyasova with it. Bledsoe outside. Shot clock at 6. Good on the triple. And the Bucks lead by 13.
How about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Out to Saric. Pass to Beverly. Embiid the screen. Puts up a 3. And it's Beverly missing.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Henson trying to break free. Basket good. 39 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I don't think you're stopping Giannis on a drive like that. He just takes off and one stride gets by everybody.
And the rejection by Embiid. And it goes down 2 points.
And this guy is just shredding the defense right now. He's hitting any shots he's putting up.
And the 76ers call time here.
And one thing they'll discuss are their defensive rotations. The other is in the matchup.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside. And even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
They lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He showed leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track.
Watching that guy put on a burst of speed, he takes up so much of the floor. What a burst by Giannis.
Middleton against Redick. And they get it. It's tipped. Milwaukee leading by 19 points. Outside, Antetokounmpo. The feed to Henson. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 assists here tonight. Now, here's McConnell. Guarded by Bledsoe. Covington, a screen on Middleton. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention. You look around the NBA, amazing players, global interest, franchise values are going through the roof. Do you feel like the league is entering a golden age if it's not already in a golden age?
I think it is, Kevin, at least offensively. What we've seen over the last 5 years with the adoption of most of the teams of the three-point shot, it's been some of the greatest offensive basketball the league has ever seen. And this idea that the evolution of the game stopped when it is at number 23 retired is kind of silly. I love where the game is at. I love where it's going. And I'm excited to be here tonight to watch this action with you.
Which number 23? We've got 2 pretty prominent number 23s in the history of this game.
I was thinking the
most
one I
recent
played
23?
against. Yeah.
Oh,
that
that
guy.
23.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah. Here's Bledsoe. After the basket by Dario Saric. Ilyasova a screen. It's stolen by Saric. And they're pushing it up. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Now here's Bledsoe. He's covered by McConnell. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound by the 76ers. 1:58 left to play in the final quarter. There's the screen. Covington kicks to McConnell. Redick passes to Muscala. Now Covington. Outside, Redick. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range. Rebound by Ilyasova. Ilyasova's got his 5th rebound in this one. Bledsoe right side. Do you think it seems like young players are more receptive to stints in the G League than they were in the past?
I feel that way.
Seems that way, yeah.
Like the stigma of what was used to be the D League, and maybe it was because those were the grades that I had, that you felt a little weird about it. But now that it's the G League, and now that, like we talked about, almost half the players last year had some kind of touch with the G League, I think that stigma has mostly gone away.
Are you saying you were a G student?
Well, when I gave my mom my report card, she said, "Gee, you got 4 A's."
Here's McConnell. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Here's Saric. Good for basket number 6 for him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, defended by Covington. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 47 points.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
And you could just see everything coming together like a perfect storm, and they just rolled on through.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the pass to Covington. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Really left alone. That's J.J. Redick.
The defense had better put J.J. Redick on a leash and trail him around. He's ready to fire as soon as he gets that ball.
Bledsoe outside. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And a chance down to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Brooke, congrats on the win. You guys have had a rough patch lately. How good was it to finally get a W?
I guess we learn from our mistakes, and we're learning together on the fly. And so as long as we come together and learn from our mistakes, we'll be all right.
Well, you did a great job finishing tonight, Brooke. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.